Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, I just got done watching Halloween 1978, the original, for the first time. Over the years, I've seen clips here and there. I've seen pieces and bits of the movie here and there, white or full screen mostly. And I never really got to see it in its entirety. So, now that I have, I feel like giving an October review. This movie is objectively well done, well shot, well written, well acted, not well paced. This movie is what people would call a slow burn. And when I say slow burn, I mean a fucking slow burn. Now, folks, do not get me wrong. I actually like this movie for what it is, a good horror movie. It just takes almost an hour before the very first, aside from the original kill in the beginning of this movie, the next on-screen kill is like 54 minutes in. The next one is 10 minutes after that. The next one is 2 minutes after that. And that's it. It's then he's trying to kill Laurie. Now, the cast and crew for this movie, Donald Pleasence, God bless that man. He is very good. PJ Souls, Linda. I know that there are some people in here that are actually in the next movie, or in the Halloween Kills. They actually had original cast come back. Jamie Lee Curtis, Sheriff Brackett, Charles Cyphers, he comes back for Halloween Kills. But this movie, like I said, this movie is an incredibly slow burn. They use the score for it, the very unsettling and unnerving score, to really, that's what's keeping you scared. That's what's keeping you anticipating. Now, like I said, objectively, this movie is well done. They actually do some pretty good camera work. They do good acting. The lightning effect for the beginning of the movie, however, when Loomis is going in, with the doctor, that was not well done. That's one of the objective flaws in this. It was shit lightning effects. When you are doing lightning in a movie, the lightning does not white out the entire screen. What it does is illuminate, especially in the dead of night. You're seeing, or the lightning is basically just, they can't get it right in that, or they didn't get it right in this. They literally just do kind of like a flash of white outside the car in order to make it look like a lightning flash and whatnot. And that was one of the, it's like, nah, man, you would have seen everything outside. If it was a real lightning, you should have went that way. The acting, the guy who plays Michael Myers in this, who was it? I hope they actually have it. Michael. No, I guess they don't. But the original person who does play Michael Myers actually did a good job in this movie as somebody who doesn't speak. You hear him breathe a lot through the mask. He's hype, or he goes into like he's anticipating to get ready to go for that kill, you know? And I actually like at the end of the movie, when they start playing the piano theme, you actually hear, and going through all the different scenes and cutting through and whatnot, you actually hear the mask breathing. Michael Myers is still alive. Now, in the later movies, Halloween 2 is no longer canon, and all the other ones in between that and Halloween 2018, they actually don't, or it's the 2018 40 years later movie that actually is the next in the real canon, they call it. Now, I'm going to watch the next one after this review, the 2018, then Halloween Kills, so I could or get myself ready for Halloween Ends. I have seen the 2018. I've done a review for it. I've also done a review for Halloween Kills. So this this was the only one that I really haven't seen in its entirety, along with Halloween 2. I've seen Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, 4, 5, and the rest of them. But this was the only one that I haven't seen. Objectively, I would put this movie around, I'll say 7. This movie could have been better. The psychological anticipation for it, building up, is all well and good. It is the pacing. This very slow burn. An hour later, you're still fucking waiting for something to happen. You have a good beginning where the kid stabs his sister and kills his sister. Is found later on by his parents when he goes out to talk to him. But then, other than, you know what? I will bump it up to maybe an 8 out of 10 objectively. This movie's pacing is its main enemy. Going an hour before your next major kill on screen in a 90-minute movie, an hour 30-minute movie, that is one of its more harmful aspects. But for the most part, this film is done very well. John Carpenter did a good job. And I really love Donald Pleasence in this movie. He's very well portrayed as Dr. Loomis, or Dr. Loomis is portrayed very well by Donald Pleasence, excuse me. And I like how he is the all-knowing, and nobody is really listening to him. He knows Michael Myers. He knows what he is capable of. He's seen the evil behind this person's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and 7 years trying to keep him locked up. Because all I have seen behind those eyes, those black eyes, is pure and simple evil. Now, I know I didn't get the full quote right, but that was extremely well written dialogue. Jamie Lee Curtis, her acting in this one this was her first movie role, so I will not say that it is a glowingly great movie, but she did very well acting, for the most part. Above average, but not extremely great. I will say that this movie is very well done in ways of slasher horror. It's a good build-up, if you like the slow burns, this one's for you. But other than that, this movie was boring to a degree that I actually had to pause, get up and do something, stretch, because I was freaking waiting for something to happen. I do like how they have Michael Myers in Haddonfield basically stalking Laurie and Tommy Doyle, because Laurie was the first one to show up at his house while he was there. And so he kind of just really focuses on her. I don't understand why, but it does become a focus on her but he will kill other people around her. So yes, this movie is very well done for the most part. It's an 8 out of 10. Subjectively, I'll put it at an 8 out of 10. I'm not a fan of a slow burn and taking an hour to really kick off the pace to warp speed. That just doesn't cut it for me. If you have a movie where you got a killer on the loose and he's just driving around, looking at people, stealing a gravestone, and then kills a person an hour later after of this building up, it's not really going to do it much for me. But I do like it when it ratchets up and it finally gets going. Moviegoer, hey, this movie is right for me. If it's right for you, it's right for you. This movie, for me, I will give it a 9 out of 10 moviegoer. Because I'm being generous, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Moviegoer, if I am bored, if I have to pause, walk away, kind of get up, stretch or something like that, it would drive it down to a 6 because I did that 3 times. Plus, I had to pause for dinner, so that's 4 times. So yeah, normally I would give this movie a 6 out of 10 moviegoer because I was bored watching this film. But once it finally got to the killing and whatnot, as a Halloween movie, or as I know Halloween movies are all about, it then became more interesting. So yes, I will be generous with the 9 out of 10 because I'm also taking other people into account when it comes to general moviegoer. This movie is a slow burn, but it works. It's a good slasher film for the 70s. Anyway, folks, that's my fair and honest review. This movie, yeah, a lot of people praise it. A lot of people say it's a great film and whatnot. I didn't see a great film before me. I saw a pretty decent good film, but not a great film. Anyway, that's my fair and honest review. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. What do you think of the original 1978 Halloween? Did you like it? Did you not? What were your favorite parts in it? I mean, let me know all your thoughts, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.